good was it? Good evening, everybody. Hope you are all well. Welcome to the preview show. Ryan and I in the house. We've got Adam on FaceTime. We are here. Hopefully you are seeing us, hearing us. We're not going to be too excitable with our hands tonight because this is a very dodgy setup.
I really hate
You don't like it, do you? At all. You really don't like
brand
it.
new iPad being wedged up by
Some books.
Muhammad Ali, Bobby's Open, and a few others, and some dumbbells.
The tripod was not working for us, so we decided at the last minute to decamp. Anyway, how are we all? Tretty, how has your week been?
It's been good, yes. I've been away, actually. So, yeah, it's been nice. We went up to Whitby, Robin Hood's Bay. It was very nice. Managed to get the drone out.
Yes, I saw some pictures.
Lovely pictures.
So, yes, managed to get the drone out. It was nice just to get away for 2 or 3 days. Obviously, Neve's first trip to the beach, which was good. She fell asleep through the whole thing.
Good girl. That's it. Lovely.
Yes. Ideal.
Well done.
And, Ryan, how's your week been?
Not bad, thank you. Played some foursomes on Sunday.
Yes.
With a crick in my neck, and there was a lot of one-handed follow-throughs.
Yes.
I really struggled. So yeah, good. Still no baby, however. Exciting news.
We got a week. We're on week countdown.
We're on a 1 week countdown. So
me and Si were trying to think how
we knew it was close, didn't we?
8. So we're 8 days. 8 days away for the big due date number.
And in pure last minute fashion.
So I very much promised Lauren, my better half, that we would be engaged before the baby has arrived. So today,
did it today?
So today I asked Lauren to marry me, and she said yes. So we are now engaged,
which is amazing. That's fantastic news.
Cool, and she's over the moon. I'm not crying, you're crying, and all of that. All of that stuff.
It's great.
But yeah, so we had a lovely day at the seaside, because it's a very special place for her.
Yes, it is. Yes.
Played some adventure golf. I kicked her butt.
Yeah, just because we're engaged, don't think you're winning at mini golf.
No. I had 6 holes. I started with 2 hole-in-ones, and she said, "I don't want to play anymore."
That's an easy. It's an aim point for you.
Yeah.
That's an aim point. Anyway, we are here for the preview show. Thank you to everybody that is in the chat. Loads of chat going on tonight, which is great to see. And let's get straight into it with the roundup from the Arnold Palmer Invitational last week. An absolutely amazing event. An amazing golf course. Very good winner. And yeah, all round very good. Ryan, talk us through what happened.
Oh, Scotty Scheffler. It was a tough scoring. It's another one for me.
Yes,
I enjoyed
you enjoy a tough scoring week, don't you?
I think the average scoring round was 75 points something.
Exactly. So when it's over par.
It was hard. I think there were very few players under par, but Scotty Scheffler was one of those players.
He was, and did very well, looking fantastic in the rouge cardigan.
Lovely.
Scarlet.
So yeah, it was an early start. Everyone was getting excited with Graham McDowell rolling back the years with a 4 under first round. I was so excited.
I was loving life until Sunday. Never mind.
With Scotty Scheffler, 2 wins in 3 starts.
It's interesting. It didn't win before the Ryder Cup. Hadn't won a tour event, had he?
No.
And then now, once you get that winning feeling, that confidence in yourself.
To put it away, then.
And he did. He just put it away in great style. Played really well on the last day. Watched a lot of the golf over the weekend because of the fantasy golf and all the guys getting into it. Especially when you've got players in contention like Graham McDowell. And I thought he was going to finish top 3, 4, 5 for me.
Brilliant.
Drifted out a little at the end.
We had so many cuts made. Actually,
I know it was a good week for cuts made.
There was quite a few not that many. Sorry, there was a few miscuts, but not really that many. which is great. So there was loads of people had loads and loads to play for.
Yes,
which was awesome.
Which reflects in the scoring, which is mostly positive.
25 players.
Yes.
Playing this week,
which is great. Thank you very much to
Fabulous.
everybody.
Anthony,
All in club
failed. All in club failed this week. Unfortunately, he went all in Rose. He was this week, so
which is not good because you might find out later that I've picked Rose this week.
So yeah, Max Ballum picked Tony Finau, but Finau wasn't in the team.
Another week. We've had a lot of this year where people have been in, but they haven't been in. So definitely double check that they are in the picks. Picks.
Yeah. And if either get yourself over to Bet365, which is
where we get
our feed from, or if you notice they're not in, get a comment and just say, "Oh, I've picked this," and change. As long as you get it changed before Thursday, before the first tee, you can have it any time. Anyway, so let's have a quick look. Chasing pins are below.
Yeah, they are. On the first page, if we flip across.
So if we flip to the top half, we had two people picking the winner.
Yes.
Sav and Domi Rowe picking winner this week.
And then look at the two of us. Look at us. Look like we know what we're doing for a week.
Great. I had a great week with Lux Herbert, who was
He did you well, didn't he?
He did me well.
He was so well, I couldn't believe how many points you got. I thought there was no way anyone's getting anywhere near me.
Well, I beat me. I heavily loaded onto.
You did as well. I noticed that.
So that was good for me. Simon with. Horschel, Burns, McDowell. McDowell was your big.
Yeah, Lahiri let me down over the weekend. There we go.
But no missed points for any of us. But yeah, Stuart Fisher, a newcomer.
Yes.
5th place, doing really well. Actually, Mark Greaves, Ed Beaton, also new.
2 weeks in.
Couple of weeks in. So that is wicked to see. Thank you everyone for joining in. So quick look at our table. Which means I have closed the gap.
You have closed the gap. I felt like I was closing the gap, but the gap is close to Tretty.
It is close.
That's all that I'm saying.
But
Grabs Trett is saying, "How come my son beat me again?"
Well,
the sun even shines on a dog's something. You know what they say.
Yeah.
So yes, more importantly, your table, guys.
Bottom half of your table. Obviously, the new boys are going to be close to the bottom.
They've only played a couple of weeks. Yes.
The biggest mover this week was at the top half. Yes. Obviously, Sav jumped up outrageous.
Sav has jumped up a long way. Look at that. It just shows how few people have picked winners. If we're 8 weeks in. And 9th place is 223 points. That means that not many people have picked.
Texted me Sunday to say he was very much looking forward to Tuesday night.
Excellent.
I think Sav jumped up 8 or 9 places.
Just shows what can be done with a win.
Just from that win. So it does show that even if you are a little bit further down, you get yourself a winner, and you're back in it nice and quick.
And remember, we are working towards the Masters as our first points reset. The points will be reset after the Masters, so there will obviously be a special Masters giveaway week, and then the champion will be crowned on Masters week, and then the points will reset. So think about the next few weeks like we've done for the last 3-4 years, as trying to get to know the system and what you might pick. And
so just to say, like James Peck, John Hodgie, Dominic Rowe, like it's so tight. There's 100 points between the top 4. It's cool, so close at the top. We got loads and loads.
Yeah, and when you take that 150, which is the points for a win, you bring in so many more people that could easily, with a couple of weeks,
all the way down to Sav, easily within a shout of jumping up
with a good week. Yes,
with a good week. So there's plenty to keep getting involved with in fantasy golf.
It is all good. So let's now talk about, if you don't know, if you are new, we have to quickly say, how do you play? And I'm going to give Ryan a break because I'm going to do this this week just for a change. So here you go. This is how to join in with fantasy golf here at PJ Live 365. You get 100 points to spend on your stable of players for the designated event, which is this week going to be, of course, the Players' Championship, which we'll get onto in a second. You can split those 100 points however you want between 1 to 4 players. So you can go all in club, you can go 50-50, you can sit on the fence, you can go triple threat, or you can go all 4 players, and you can divide those points up however you like. We then take the betting odds that are here on a Tuesday. These odds will not change, and you get points relative to their finish based on their odds. So if you go for someone who's higher odds, you've got a chance of winning far more points than somebody that is a favourite. If you win the event, if you pick the winner, you get 150 point bonus, but you have to make the cut to make points. If you don't make the cut, you're losing points up to 3 points if you just pick one player and they miss the cut, and then that scales back depending on how many you make. And you have to make the top 50, otherwise you're scoring 0. So just like Aniban Lahiri made the cut, I was all excited, and then he shot like 82,904 on Sunday, and didn't finish last, but finished very close to last. So there we go.
I did enjoy reading the bottom 10 players who had made the cut.
Clearly not bothered over the weekend.
It was the final days.
I had one of those.
Yeah. Troy Merritt, you had 87,
Troy
didn't you?
Merritt, who finished 16 over and shot 15 over in the last round.
Yeah. There was some double figure over pars that last round, definitely. And it was
quite a lot.
Made me warm inside.
Just shows how difficult it was. And I think McElroy came out yesterday, didn't he? Just saying that it was a bit Mickey Mouse at times. But it's what we said. We actually said this last week. Trett made this as a great point. And I don't normally give the boy kudos, but I'm happy to give him kudos on this matter. He said that the best way to defend these golf courses is to bake the greens. And that's exactly what they did, didn't they? And they just were struggling. If they mishit it or if they're in the rough, they couldn't hold the greens. They couldn't get it close enough to the pins. Therefore, they were leaving their first putts or their chips too far away and then couldn't hole out.
The only thing I found with it, I like it when it's like that, but some of the rough was almost too thick just off the fairway.
It was a bit close, wasn't it?
It was like you couldn't even let them have a chance to go for the green.
No.
It was like wedge it down there, wedge it on. Well, every player's doing the same thing. It just becomes, he did it in there. Wedge. It's like you don't get that whole thing of, he's caught a flyer out of 2-inch rough. He's gone over the back, then that's impossible up and down, that sort of thing.
Yeah, exactly. Right, so let's go on now to this week, which is, of course, the players from the very famous Sawgrass. So, Adam, take it away.
So, it's a course that everybody knows. Everybody knows about 17. But you've got 16, 17, 18 is just an amazing finish to this golf course. It's the closest thing to a major that's not a major, and it won't be a major, but that's another topic and story altogether. So it's 7,189 yards, past 72. It's the home of the PGA Tour. It's the biggest purse ever played for this week.
Yeah.
If you make top 5, you will earn over $1 million.
That's so cool. That's how they're trying to make it into the 5th major, aren't they? I think it's
3 point something to come first.
Yeah.
This week.
So
it's
good.
Just ridiculous. But yeah, you've got 16 par 5, par 3, 17, and a great par 4 in 18. So a great finish. It's one of those courses you can go super low or it can kick you in the teeth really, really quick. Yeah. But it's great to watch. There's some great holes. I love the 4th personally. It's just an amazing approach shot into 4.
So
be good to just go and sit down by that green and watch how so many different players play that shot into that green.
Yeah, definitely. So my question was going to be, in the comments, please let us know. You're not allowed to choose the 17th. What is your next favourite hole on Sawgrass? You've picked the 4th. I like the 9th. I really like the 9th. I think it's a great par 5. Risk reward as to where you go with your second shot. I think it's fantastic, the 9th personally. But like you say, 16, 17, 18 is a classic finish, and 4 is a really good hole just to see how they play it.
I don't know any other holes.
Even though we've discussed this, he's played it 1,000 times on the PlayStation.
But I genuinely haven't played the PlayStation since I've been conscious enough to know what each hole was.
You haven't played PlayStation since you've become a golfer.
Exactly. So
19th,
16th,
par 5.
Par 5,
yes.
Glenn.
Nice. 16th is a good hole.
Yeah.
That second shot is now. Remember Garcia coming down the stretch, having a chance and just blocking 3-wood into the water, where he possibly should have. Who knows? You should have laid up in hindsight, but there is no hindsight, fortunately, in golf. So let's go to the betting for this week. If you know what your picks are, get them in the chat. Trey, if you've got any picks on the old message board, let us know on those. And we should go through 20 seconds of each page. you get your picks in, and then it'll be our turn to show us our picks. We always let you have a chance so that you're not influenced by us because
we're so good at this. We are.
No. We are like this week. We're allowed to talk.
We were good.
And Adam's doing well in the overall. So here we go.
Yeah, we were good.
We were good. Oh, hang on, that's bizarre. That's come through as not the first page first. Well, that's interesting. Well, you're going to have 4 pages. Doesn't look like they're going to be in order this week.
In random order.
Just to keep you on your toes.
Okay, so we have got a couple in before Adam reads his text messages. So Glenn Taylor's already in. He's going for a threesome this week. So 35 on Rahm, 35 on Morikawa, and 30 on Brooks Koepka. So he's going for his 150-point bonus by the looks of it.
He's looking
going all top picks.
Loading.
Top picks.
Dancing on the
pins. Moonlight. Glenn's adversaries are also in. We've gone also having a threesome. 40 on Lowry, 30 on Rory, and 30 on Xander
Schauffele.
Lovely.
There we go. I will go through these betting again because I appreciate they're not in order, so you're all having a look.
Stephen Phillips is in. He's got 50 on Adam Scott and 50 on Rory.
I'm going to try and do it in order this time for you, so I think I've figured out the order.
So, see, when people write their first names, I then start typing it in. And then
Kempy, I'd already got you down for the same as usual. Don't worry.
Kempy's just on the usual. He's just in. That is his picks. Sorry, if you ever change your mind, you need to let us know.
If Garcia is in the field, you're in, Kempy. It's standard issue.
I've got Adzi is all in club this week.
Hey.
His man Shane
Lowry.
And Sam has refrained from texting me today because obviously he's now, a big winner. He doesn't want to give away all his secrets.
He's on. He's sending them. He's sending them in one by one.
Yeah, but normally I get them during the day, and he's shielded me from them, so I don't pick any of the same people.
So good.
Lovely. So Max Ballum is in. 30 on Taylor Moore. 30 on Mr. Koepka.
Yes.
And 40 on McIlroy.
Lovely, Max. Great picks. Well done. McIlroy looks threatening. But then I thought Justin Rose looked threatening on Thursday, and then he went home on Friday.
He had 2 good rounds again. It's like we keep saying.
It's a 4-round tournament, Rory.
It's a 4-round tournament, Mr. McIlroy, and he.
Okay, where are we up to? We've got the
Rosansky.
Yeah.
He's got Hovland, Zalatoris, Schauffele, and
Russell Knox. Of course, he has.
Russell Knox. So he's got a Scotsman back in. All normal service is resumed. All me dad. McIlroy, Hovland, Lowry, Harry Higgs.
Nice.
Sav,
oh, cry! I thought Chris Mambridge was going to have exactly the same as your dad then after I read the first 3.
Yeah, Lowry, McIlroy, Hovland, Tyrrell Hatton, 25 on each.
Nice. I'm happy that he's gone Hatton because Mambridge is the man he knows.
What a weekend Hatton has as well.
Yes, hence why he's made it into my stable this week.
Well, on that then.
Shall we start? Look, I've even got proper picks this week. Look, here we go. We're not going to be able to see Trett anymore.
No. Well, he's down there.
We can put. I can tell you what we can do. We could put that at the top, couldn't we? If I actually click the right thing. You talk amongst yourselves, guys, for a second.
So Savo's in. He's got Young 40, Morikawa 10, Rahm 10, Im 40.
Yes, he did enter thinking that we'd do another line.
Shift enter.
It's not. Oh, is that? See,
Shift
there's
enter.
always an answer. Right, here we go. My picks coming in. Not at the top of the screen this week, rather than the bottom of the screen. 25 on Tyrrell, the Angry Man Hatton. 25 on Justin Rose. 25 on the Scotsman Martin Laird. And 25 on James Hahn. Look at those odds on James Hahn. Picked him a few times. He's done well for me in the past. He's also let me down many times in the past as well, James Hahn. So goodness knows what he's going to do for me this time. But there we go. Those are my picks for this week.
Oh, I've missed Marcus. Oh, Dommy Rose picks are in.
Missed
Hovland, Rahm, Scheffler, Morikawa. Hovland, Rahm.
Who's
again, for Dominic Rowe.
Dommy Rowe.
Very good, Brzezinski. Very good.
Is in.
Chris Reed know the tricks exactly. I didn't make comment on the good luck to Mrs. Reed next week in the chat earlier on. I let that pass, but
what? Hang on. Did I miss something?
No, you have not missed anything. We're just calling you Reed as we do every week.
Yes. Lovely.
Okay, right, Ryan, we're going to go for you next because I always forget you.
You always forget me.
And you're going now.
I'm going up here. Hovland, 20 points. Smith, 20 points. Herbert, who did me well last week, 30 points. And Adam's favourite, Mr. Bradley, Keegan Bradley, also 30 points.
Keegan Bradley.
They both had they're a long odds for how well they're playing.
They are. There's some long odds in there. Definitely. Let's put them back on the screen for you.
You'd never think that me and Sal are good friends.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Many things I could call you, none of which I'll repeat on a live broadcast.
Yes, exactly. We can mute you for a second so you can have a little beep, a little beep out. It is like you cannot underestimate our attention to detail here on the preview show. The fact that you guys are all still here watching when we're clearly talking probably out of sync. We're looking at our laptops rather than the camera.
Oh yeah. That's just
there. Just recording, documenting. So, Tretty, can you remember your picks?
Yes.
Go.
I've got them in front of me. We're all good. So, I've got Colin Morikawa at 14-1 at 25. I've got Brooks Koepka at 40-1. Jason Day at 80-1. And Brian Harman at 125-1.
I hope Brian Harman gives you more joy than he gave me the other week when I picked him and he missed the cut.
Well...
Our synchronisation is pleasing, Glenn. Good.
Done all right in his comp before, so
yeah,
he's probably going to miss the cut this week.
Trending well. Yes. No, the synchronisation is hopefully better. I figured out that what was it causing the issue before. So yes, I think we actually had what you said there, Rosansky. Our synchronisation-itis is what we actually have most weeks. Synchronisation-itis.
Yes. Oh God, awful. It's terrible.
Terrible disease that we have. Yeah. Right. So there we go. Those are the picks. None of the schoolboys have got their picks. My schoolboys have got their picks in the new players, but they are all keen because there was lots of conversation on Saturday and Sunday night last week. They are right into it. Here we go. Marcus Lee is in with his picks. Jordan Spieth, Cameron Smith, Tyrrell Hatton, and Scotty Scheffler. 25. Yes, the best Stuart Sink we've ever been.
Did we do Richard Hodges? Did anyone read that out? Did I miss that?
I don't know, but he's gone for Gucci, the old Graham Gooch.
Hovland, Scheffler, and Cantlay. Richard Hodge, 40 on Gooch, and then 20 splitted off the other 3.
Loaded on Gooch. I like that. Again, great showing last week from old Gucci, from old Grahamey Gooch.
I'm just reading through the comments. I'm not okay with the Reed nickname.
That is even more reason for that to be your nickname.
No,
because you don't like it.
Once you don't like it,
and you tell everyone that you
it'd be fine if it was justified, but it's not.
It's not justified.
It's not justified.
It just wins every week because he's that good at the spreadsheet. Good. Yeah. So there we go. That's it. Have we got any more picks coming in? Anything else going on? No. So we're gonna quickly cut to topic of the week, which comes from Ryan this week. He has loaded us up with a topic of the week. So at the end of the show, we're just gonna have a quick 5-minute chat about topic of the week for you guys to get involved with. So go for it.
Okay. So with the players being dubbed the unofficial 5th major. And always being at TPC Sawgrass, and the Masters always being at Augusta, should all of the 4 majors be at a home course, like it is in tennis with Wimbledon, Roland Garros? His face is awful.
I'm not commenting. I'm letting everyone have their opinion before I state mine.
I'm on the fence. I don't know. I think maybe.
I'm not.
No, I'm not. You and me are on the other side of the fence.
I definitely feel like
pushing him off.
I feel like the Open should be. I feel like the Open should be
at the same venue every year. So such an interesting
I think it should be at St Andrews every year, because
I want to hear Tretty's comment before I respond. But you carry on.
I love the iconic nature of, like, you know what you're getting when what's everyone's favourite major?
Open Championship.
Really? Mm-hmm. But when you say what golf course would you like to play, and we always say you can't pick Augusta.
Exactly.
Because everyone wants to play Augusta.
No, and I get that perspective.
Because it's the home of the Masters.
Mm-hmm.
And I think if, like, the Open was at St Andrews, and then you pick 2 others for the other 2, or wherever you'd want them to be, it would just be I know what you're gonna. I know what you're gonna say. So, but I don't know.
Let Tretty speak. Let everyone speak.
The Open every year. Ryan Rosansky. The Open every year at St Andrews would lose the edge it has.
Agreed. Tretty, go.
See, you lose what comes before it for me. Like the Masters has never been anywhere else, so you don't know anything different. The Open, the US Open, the PGA has moved, and it continues to move. And it goes through that rota, and that becomes part of the history of the event. Winning at different places in different styles, like the Open, like our Open, it is pretty much always a links, like very much a different style. For me, it's just that thing of it. It would lose that whole. It loses everything that's come before if you then like pigeonhole it in. St Andrews is a great venue. Not necessarily the best golf course out of that rota though. No. But the most special place, agreed. But is it better if you build towards that every 5 years? Like, the main reason Augusta is the place it is because they make it so much different to the rest of the golfing calendar, and you can't play there. Yeah. You just can't get on. No. Unless, like, you've got to have, like, there's got to be some special way to get in. That's different. You can go and play an Open Championship golf course. Yeah. If you want to pay the money, and that's the way it should be, really. Yeah,
but I think where Ryan was coming from was he was relating it to other sports where you have the pinnacle at the top, and your route there is different. Where in golf we have the same tournament at the same courses every year, week in, week out. So to have the majors that too isn't different enough. Whereas you could qualify for Wimbledon or whatever in all sorts of different avenues, can't you? And I think that with the PGA Tour events are stable every year. Yeah. And the Masters is different because it is at Augusta, and like you say, they've made it an invitational, it's exclusive. Questionable whether it should be a major anyway, that's a different discussion because it's only invitational rather than anyone can qualify. Anyone. But I just think the open courses that we have, you know, and what's going to come round this time, everyone's going to be, could Tiger do it because he's so good round this golf course? And when it goes to, you know, wherever else it goes to, it's those people that have won there before suddenly come back into the conversation. I think you're playing a lot of devil's advocate. In your discussion. I don't think you're actually as vociferous that way.
No, I just thought it was like
it's an interesting discussion.
Just because the PGA Tour have plastered the players as the unofficial fifth major, and
do you know why they've done that?
Oh, it's money, and
no, but because the PGA Tour don't have a major, do they? The PGA Tour don't have a major. Augusta is Augusta. That's its own thing. The R&A Open Championship. The USGA run the US Open, and the PGA of America run the PGA Championships. So the PGA Tour don't have their own major, so they have to try and sell something. And they've created Sawgrass. They literally built it for the purpose of calling it the fifth major, where arguably there are better tour events.
Kempy's put something good in the chat as well. Like, you shouldn't forget the money that the tournaments bring into the local economies by making like that circus go round.
Yeah,
and Rosansky saying about making golf accessible to youngsters all over the UK as well. That's a massively important point. 100%. So good.
I mean, you'd say it's the same with American football and
my body language is turning away from Ryan. Like, just ignoring it.
American football.
I just don't fit under the table.
The Super Bowl, obviously.
Yeah, exactly. That goes round
because they don't have a national stadium like football. No. So that the FA Cup final, any cup final is in the national stadium. They don't necessarily have a national stadium, but they do ballot, and it moves round every single year. So I get that what you're saying about bringing that money into the economies and stuff, and it's great for great for golf courses. Like we went to the golf. I know it's slightly different, Ryder Cup, but we went to the Golf National because it was a Ryder Cup venue. Mm-hmm. So we went there as a group to go and play that. Yeah. And the draw. I don't think we would have thought of going there if the Ryder Cup not been
because the golf course had been there before the Ryder Cup.
Exactly, and it was a great experience. And it was great to. We were really lucky. We had a tour of the European dressing room, and it was great to go and experience where the guys had been.
Yeah, exactly.
And I get it. I absolutely get it. And I'm not necessarily one for going, oh yeah, I think every major should have a home. Just thought it would be.
It's an interesting topic, and it is an interesting topic. And I think what Rosansky's made another good point in here about it is just another PGA Tour event.
Yeah.
The players, it's on a golf course that the Tour have built because it's TPC. You know, it was the first TPC, certainly one of the first TPC courses to be designed for the Tour, and they've wanted to brand it. You know, they've wanted their branding on it. But bearing in mind this fifth major discussion. Branding, whatever you want to call it, came about before FedEx Cup was even thought of. So before Tour Championships, before there was ever an end of season big event, they created this to try and give it that hype. And to be fair, it has become a big event. But I think it's more become a big event because of what you were saying earlier, Adam, the prize pot, which has always been massive, isn't it?
Yeah, like just
Waste Management sixth major.
Yeah. So just to run through some of the chat. Marcus Lee saying no, Open needs to be everywhere. US and ours, PGA could be in one place.
Yeah, which is what we're potentially saying, and it could be go back to match play. That would be fun.
Match play major.
That would be. Well, it used to be. USPGA used to be match play. Yeah. I think the problem with match play is that the coverage becomes rubbish because there's only two players playing.
Yeah, exactly.
and
you
no
know,
sponsor can actually guarantee what they're going to get.
Exactly.
Glenn Taylor, traditional links is so unpredictable. Yeah, and that's fine, but you're still going to be at links course even if it was at home. You're not saying it doesn't have to be a style of course.
Yeah.
And that's the same with going back to tennis. You have two hard courts, one clay and one grass. And you look at obviously like the greatest that are currently at the moment: Federer, Djokovic, and Nadal, the top three. And Nadal is the king of clay, and you'd say Federer was probably the best on grass.
But that's changed because the Australian Open used to be on grass many years ago. So it does. Things do change. It is potential.
Roseanne saying, what defines a major? Well, I don't know. You've got to have.
You've got to have four. It would appear in sport.
Yeah, that's the
magic number.
So yeah, and Waste Management sixth major. Yeah, like which one with the massive stands are you going to start racking into?
Exactly.
To thing like it's got to have somewhere. Sav, as a complete novice to golf, spreading it around means newbies like myself get to see more big events, courses open up, and also opens up the playing field. Yeah.
Mixed foursomes, Marcus. In answer to your question, that's what it should be.
How about foursomes Olympic?
Should be, shouldn't it? If you've got two male and two female, make it mixed. They're making mixed stuff in the other Olympic sports, aren't they?
Yeah.
So Olympic.
I'm not sure about foursomes.
There we are. Look, there's our top of the week next week. Olympic golf.
Well, let's wait till the Olympics come back round again. It won't be long.
God,
it won't be long.
Wow, yeah. So
there we go. It's interesting.
Thanks,
interesting discussion as always. Leading up to, we are all getting excited. We've got the match play in a couple of weeks. We've got the Masters in 4 weeks. It's all coming. Like the next few weeks, there's some massive events. And then there's my favourite week of the year after the Masters, which is the Heritage, which is my favourite golf course that I dream of playing one day. So there we go. So thanks, as always, to everyone for all the discussion.
I love, I'm enjoying Topic of the Week.
Topic of the Week should continue. I think we need to promote the Topic of the Week before.
Yes, couldn't think of anything earlier.
So we will think of something for next week. I think next week, did we say, is that Valero next week? Did I see? Hang on, I've got it written down here. No, Valspar next week. The Valspar Championships is going to be.
Look at you keeping your.
I'm keeping my scores now. No, I've got my own
you
spreadsheet.
With your own spreadsheet.
Got to have your own spreadsheet when you got Patrick Reed in your stable, haven't you?
Not having that.
Well, no, you haven't. I'm proving that you're not Patrick Reed.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah.
Have a word.
Yeah, I got sent a spreadsheet and I've just started filling it in.
So there was Simon released something on a video on our channel yesterday, which was good. It was great fun to film and play. So we played the red tees, so the most forward tees at Bury St Edmunds Golf Course. 4-ball, better ball, to see how well we shoot. On. So if you haven't watched that, get over to our channel.
And my mother has got a good challenge for us next off the back of that. Yes, good. So we shall do that. We won't mention that.
She had some views. She had some views on
Topic of the Week next week needs a jingle.
Yeah,
crikey, we managed to just about get our voices in sync this week. The jingle of it.
That is
okay. We'll make it.
Pipeline.
We'll make a sting and a jingle for Topic of the Week next week.
It's all in the pipeline. Don't worry, I'm trying.
I'll get someone to sing it. Right, good. Thank you. Brilliant. Thanks as always. That was so good. Such a good chat as always. Thank you for all your picks. Good luck to everybody that is made picks for the players. Tretty, anything you're doing in the next 7 days that's exciting that you need to tell everyone about?
I'm hopefully going to finish the video that has been the bane of the existence this week. And I might try and play some golf for the first time this year.
No, steady.
Be careful. It is March. Come on, don't peak too early.
So I need to ramp it up a little bit before I, kick everyone's arse at Celtic. So.
Yeah, we shall see about that. We shall see about that.
Well, I will do with one of the people going.
Oh, really? Yes, well, there, definitely. Good, Ryan.
If I can beat him, I'll be very happy.
Yeah, if you manage to beat him, yes. Well, there's two, actually. You want to beat both of them.
What, Sam and...
No, Doddy and Charlie, I reckon.
Yeah.
There we go. So what's going on for you? Hopefully, nothing in the next week.
Well, we don't know. We got, we're on the old countdown, aren't we? Countdown to baby. I'm playing with Nick, a friend of mine, tomorrow. Who's been on the channel. We're gonna just two of us get out. Might do a card. Depends. See how the neck is because it's still a little
sore,
a little tight, a little sore. Other than that, just sort of continue to get baby ready. I'm under pressure to paint some more and paint this and paint that. And does this need decorating and all of those things. All of those things. How about yourself?
I don't know. I haven't thought about myself. I've got just general father duties, I think, really, this weekend. Cameron's got 2 football matches, so we've got to go to both of those. I don't think I'm playing any golf. I'm going to try and get out on Monday. It's my usual day. Actually, I've got a playing lesson tomorrow morning, so I'll play a few in that. And it's a lot of junior admin at the moment, it seems to be. Lots of junior admin. So I've got a meeting with the Golf Foundation tomorrow. Had a junior committee meeting today. So yeah, all fun and games. Looking forward to the start of the season.
Though. Good getting the juniors.
It's all good. Yeah, the programme's looking good at the moment, and we've got Golf Sixes League coming up very soon, which you're going to be in as well, Tretty, this year, which is going to be great to get you involved in that as well. So good, right? Nice to see you all.
Don't be cutting up any more Scotty grips.
Don't be cutting up any more Scotty grips and annoying people. That did annoy That's annoyed 27,000 people, I think, at the moment. That's fantastic. That's fantastic.
Horrible.
Good. So, guys, thank you very much for joining us on the preview show, and we shall see you next week. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.